It begins with a voice. Not loud, not panicked, but not right. A boy's voice, soft and controlled, as if he's trying very hard to sound normal. A recording sent at 7:42 p.m. A single voice note. At first, nothing about it seems urgent. No shouting, no clear distress. Just a few quiet words spoken carefully. I think I took the wrong road. It's quieter here. I'll figure it out. There's a pause. A faint sound in the background, almost lost beneath the static. Something metallic, rhythmic, then a final sentence. If I don't call back, just... The message cuts off. Abruptly. No explanation. No follow-up. That voice note will become the last trace of 14-year-old Daniel Adebayo, who vanished without a single eyewitness, leaving no footprints, no phone signal, no confirmed sighting after that moment. Just a recording. At first, it sounded like confusion. Later, it would be understood as something else entirely. Buried within those few seconds was everything investigators needed to find the truth. Daniel lived in a quiet residential area on the outskirts of the city. Thoughtful, observant, quiet, but aware of everything around him. He loved audio, not music, but sound itself. He recorded street noise, birds, passing conversations, the hum of generators. It helps me understand places, he'd say. Sound wasn't just background. It was information, a fingerprint of location. Every afternoon, he followed the same route home. A narrow path lined with houses, a small roadside kiosk, and a junction where traffic peaked around sunset. He rarely deviated, until the day he disappeared. It was a Tuesday. Morning, normal. Daniel left for school at 7:10. In uniform, backpack on, phone in pocket. He attended classes, spoke to friends, submitted an assignment, ate lunch. Everything ordinary. At 3:15 p.m., he was seen leaving school through the main gate. That was the last confirmed sighting. By evening, when he didn't return, his mother assumed he'd stayed late. But as hours passed, she realized something was wrong. Daniel didn't stay out without notice. Calls went unanswered. At 8:10 p.m., she noticed a voice note, sent at 7:42 p.m. She played it again and again. At first, it sounded like he'd simply gotten lost, but the tone was unsettling. Not fear exactly, but restraint, as if he was choosing words carefully. By 9:30, he was reported missing. Police and neighbors searched the area, retracing his route, checking nearby streets, talking to shop owners. Nothing. It was as if he had disappeared into thin air, and the only clue was that voice note. At first, investigators treated it as a simple message from a lost boy. But Daniel wasn't easily confused. His voice sounded controlled, deliberate. The audio was sent to a digital forensics unit. Voice pattern analysis, background noise separation, frequency mapping. They isolated something faint, repeating, metal against metal, rhythmic, structured, not environmental. Hours later, they identified it. Railway tracks. Not trains. Tracks themselves. Problem was, there were no active railways along his usual route. So why that sound? Investigators expanded the search, mapping all railways within 10 kilometers. Most were abandoned. One stood out. An old industrial spur, hidden, overgrown, rarely visited. There was more, a quieter layer, a low hum. Initially thought to be wind, it was identified as an industrial generator. Only a few facilities near the abandoned railway still use generators of that type. Warehouses, storage yards, private compounds. Cross-referencing railway proximity, generator profile, and signal drop-off led them to a private storage facility recently leased with minimal activity. And then they noticed Daniel's words again. I think I took the wrong road. Intentional, not lost. He was leaving a clue. Investigators mapped alternative meanings. Nearby streets, local nicknames. Less than a kilometer from a railway was Wrong Turn Road, a narrow path leading directly to the storage facility. Daniel hadn't gotten lost. He'd been diverted. His last known location was near a junction. Witnesses were re-interviewed. Someone remembered a vehicle, a white van parked unusually near the path, around the time Daniel would have passed. Security logs from the facility confirmed a vehicle matching that description entered at 7:30 p.m. 12 minutes before the voice note. The voice note wasn't random. Every word, every pause, every sound was structured. The railway noise placed him near the tracks. The generator hum identified the type of facility. The phrase "wrong road" pointed to a specific location. But one final detail broke the case. At the very end, just before it cuts off, a brief audio distortion revealed another voice. A single word, sharply spoken, a name. The registered owner of the storage facility. A man with no criminal record, no known connection to Daniel. Until investigators discovered he had previously worked near Daniel's school and had access to the area. His alibi crumbled under the audio evidence, vehicle logs, and location data. The voice note had placed him there, at that exact moment. The facility was searched. Carefully, thoroughly. What they found confirmed everything. Arrest followed quickly. During the trial, the voice note was played repeatedly, silencing the courtroom each time. It wasn't just evidence. It was a message. A boy, aware of his danger, choosing to leave behind something that could be understood later. Daniel's family listened not as a mystery, but as a final act of clarity, of courage. The investigation would later be studied as a case where audio forensics changed everything, where a few seconds of recording held layers of meaning no one recognized at first. Beyond analysis, beyond technology, there was a reminder, even in fear, even in uncertainty, a voice can carry truth further than anyone expects. In the end, Daniel's voice didn't just tell a story. It revealed the truth no one else could see.